problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Cunningham.
They'll set up a screen for Dillon.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. He's got Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports. All right, you saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team, go earn your keep. talk, all the hype, but the past is prologue as this Super Bowl is underway.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Here's Watson.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A give for Dillon running right.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Room here to run. Touchdown! A.J. Dillon with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.